Nigerians, especially female voters with the permanent voters card, have been called upon to safeguard their permanent voters card to avoid it falling into the wrong hands. The coordinating spokesman of the National Information Center, Mike Omeri, made this call while briefing newsmen in Abuja on some security intelligence received by the center.
On the need for Nigerians to safeguard their permanent voter card, recent intelligence indicate that some unscrupulous Nigerians have perfected plans to surreptitiously collect, buy, or steal the permanent voters' cards of female voters, hand over same to female suicide bombers, and create access for them into polling centers where they will detonate bombs and kill unsuspecting voters. By this information, therefore, Nigerians, especially female voters, are warned to remain vigilant and also jealously guard and preserve their PVCs to avoid the possibility of their being lost or used by these bad elements who would put them to untoward uses.
On inflammatory statements being made by some notable politicians in Nigeria ahead of the forthcoming general elections, the spokesperson of the Department of State Securities, DSS, Marilyn Oga, stated that the DSS has not relented on its effort to ensure that peace is sustained before, during, and after general elections, adding that the service knows when and how to intervene in such issues without necessarily making it a public affair.
And I want you to recollect that Asari Dokubo has been brought into the office a couple of times, but is not in the position of the office to begin to tell you who has been brought in or who has not been brought in. And we still stand on our words that whoever in any way would want to interfere or interrupt the peace that prevails, he or she will definitely go in for it. Thank you.
She therefore used the medium to urge all political gladiators to desist from the habit of overheating the polity, as anyone found guilty will face the full wrath of the law. From Abuja, I am Festus Ejirogene Fife for Ben Television.
The People Democratic Movement says Nigeria will be better managed under the presidency of All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Muhammadu Buhari. The national chairman of the party, Bashir Ibrahim, said this in an interview in Abuja that they are rooting for Buhari because of his track record of competency.
The first reason is obvious, that we don't have a presidential candidate ourselves. And having registered more than or almost 6 million members, we thought we should harness that voting power for good in the best interest of Nigeria and Nigerians. That is the first reason. The second reason is because if you look at the landscape, there are basically two presidential candidates: the candidate of PDP and the candidate of APC. Obviously, the track record of the incumbent candidate is not good. Our assessment is that over the last 4 years, this country has gone through so much bloodshed, so much corruption, and so much mismanagement of public affairs in general.
Ibrahim explained that the issue of corruption will be tackled head-on by General Muhammadu Buhari administration.
The second most threatening issue Nigeria is facing after insecurity today is corruption. And obviously, Buhari has established a reputation as a no-nonsense person when it comes to fighting corruption. And so on these two counts and more, we decided that Buhari was the better candidate and therefore decided to support him in the best interest of Nigeria.
PDM has formally declared support for General Buhari in the forthcoming presidential election. From Abuja, Muyiwa Bamidele reporting. the Nigerian main opposition party, All Progressive Congress, has taken its campaign on violence-free election to the grassroots. One of the grassroots rally took place at Kubwa, the outskirts of Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. While addressing the supporter of the party, the spokesman of Buhari's support organization, Dr. Shidia Madweke, charged the youth to stay away from violent tendencies.
We want thank una as una come out here today, where we dey do this sensitization rally, make everybody know say na mega scare we dey do for. No be so? We want to take this opportunity. They beg everybody, say this election, we don't want violence. We don't want violence. What did I say? We don't want violence. We don't want violence. Una want mega scare. Una want mega scare. If una do violence, we no go get them for mega scare.
He also called on the people of the area to get their permanent voters card and vote for the candidate of their choice in the forthcoming election.
We see one of you, we don't see people. Yes. And if we see 10 people here, we don't see them for 1,000 people. Yes. Make the 10 people where we see today, we hear our voice. Yeah. Make it enter inside. Make it meet them for 1,000 people. Make them 1,000 people, meet them for 1 million.
1 million people.
Make them for 1 million, meet them for 10 million people. We want them to say, make our country it change, make youth it better, make papa it better, make mama it better, make our children it better. Una dey hear am? Make us scare talk and say, he no go steal una money. Make us scare talk and say, any money will come and for he go give them back to Nigeria.
From Abuja, Muyiwa Bamdele reports.
Aggrieved subscribers of the controversial Nigerian Labour Congress housing scheme have called on the Congress to refund their money since the agreement cannot be met. The aggrieved workers, led by their coordinator Oluwale David, made this known in Abuja at a protest disrupting the 2015 election debate organized by NLC and civil society organizations.
As of yesterday, I was in the office of the Secretary to the Federal Government of the Federation. We have been to National Security Advisors. We have been to Public Complaints Commission. We have been to National Human Rights Commission. There's no way we have not entered in this country just because of our money that's hanging. So we are working. Now, these people they are not making a fresh commitment to us. And you know the urgency of this. It's unfortunate that Omar is shying away from his responsibility and he's not here. And that means that his hands are not clean. His hands are not clean. He has been clothing, he has been hiding, he has been hiding things, hiding things.
Two of the aggrieved workers narrated their ordeal with Pen TV.
I'm here because of my money. I'm a widow. Before my husband died, we agreed to do this, to subscribe for this house. And eventually on this matter, my husband died. I'm bitter. You know what it means to be a widow. And upon raw, where we were living, we hope that let me just pay for 1 year. By the end of December, they will give me my house. Then I can pack in, I'll be out of rent. And still, the house is not there. The landlord sent me out with the children. And you said I will not be bitter. I will be bitter.
We don't know the people. It is NLC that we know. And it's from NLC Housing that the NLC office that asks us that they know those people, that they are partnering with them, that we should be rest assured that we should go ahead and do the business. So we have been asking for our refund and it has not been given to us. So we heard that they have a meeting here, the stakeholder meeting here, and we want to come and ask so that they should address us.
In his effort to calm the situation, Vice President of NLC, Issa Remu, who was earlier booed by the protesters, expressed his remorse and assured the workers that their money will be returned in due course.
I'm aware of it, and I feel so disgusted, I feel so diminished, I feel so disgraced that in the name of Nigerian Labour Congress that's supposed to give justice to people and give happiness to the people, we're having an agony and unfairness. So your pain is our own. How can labor itself stop or collect money without delivering the services? So I'm saying your pain is our own. And honestly, I commend what you are doing. Listen to me. Because I delay, if it is not anything, we should leave this protest for you. That's what we are here for.
It would be recalled that the scheme was launched during the May 1st, 2013 Labour Day celebration to construct about 300,000 housing units to cater for the housing needs of workers nationwide. In a release made available to Ben TV, the Congress said the process was frustrated by one of the developers, Christian Raleigh, who pulled out from the project after the initial agreement. From Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
The federal government has directed the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation to pay $1.48 billion, being outstanding signature bonuses, taxes, and royalties of the National Petroleum Development to the Federation account. The directive was given after the forensic audit report conducted by PricewaterhouseCoopers on the operations of the corporation was made public by the Auditor General of the Federation, Mr. Samuel Ukura, in Abuja. The audit firm in the report asked the Nigerian Petroleum Development Company, the upstream subsidy of the NNPC, to refund a minimum of $1.48 billion to the Federation account. The Minister of Petroleum Resources, Mrs. Dezani Alice Madueke, in a statement made available to journalists in Abuja, directed the corporation to defray the signature bonuses, taxes, and royalties in line with the recommendation of the forensic audit report. Awesome Raphael, Ben Television News, Abuja, Nigeria.